Hey everybody, George here, hope you're doing well. So I received a comment on one of my videos regarding how much maths should I do before embarking upon a maths degree, and I thought this was an excellent question, so what I wanted to do was to share my thoughts on that question today. So I've given it some thought, and in terms of my background, I had a GCSE in maths and I had an A level in maths, but I did not do A level further maths. And what I did was, when I embarked upon a maths degree, I filled in all the gaps and details as I went along. So I taught the further maths details to myself as and when they occurred. So when I needed complex variables, I taught them to myself, which was usually, in my case, a second year complex analysis course. If I needed Taylor-Maclaurin series, I just taught them to myself as and when required. So with that in mind, I'm going to consider the absolute critical stuff to be a component of A-level maths. So I've given it some thought, and the key fundamentals, I would say, one is calculus. So if you have some exposure and familiarity with topics like differentiation, integration, limits, these types of things, perfect. I would say it's very, very important. Another one is trigonometry as well. So when you're dealing with sines and cosines, inverse trig functions, all that sort of thing. Trigonometry does occur on a regular basis and it crosses into different areas such as geometry in particular. So I would say that's very important as well. And speaking of geometry, having a coordinate geometry background as well does help. So that's another very important one as well. Probability is an interesting one, and I would say having an understanding of probability is important too. And the reason why is because if you do more advanced maths, you'll find that probability and pure maths go very well together. They go hand in hand together. So I would say it's important to have some sort of background in probability as well. And there are two other ones that I think would be important to gain some exposure to. They are linear algebra. So this would feed in with the sort of geometry aspect. So gaining some exposure to abstract algebra, to linear spaces, that sort of thing is a good call. And I would also say this is not normally part of an A-level maths curriculum, but having some exposure to real analysis and set theory would be useful as well. So if you've seen the limit definition before, if you understand some fundamental set theory definitions such as exclusions, intersections, unions, that would be very helpful too. So those are my thoughts. However, the key point is, as long as you're willing to fill in the details as you study, so you encounter a gap in your knowledge and you're willing to go and fill that in, then that to me is a very critical skill and more important than just having a deep knowledge of all these particular topics before you start. So yeah, thank you for that comment. That's a very good question, and I hope that answers your question. So thank you for watching. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. It does help the channel, and I look forward to bringing you more maths content in the near future. So take care of yourself and all the best.